The world grows cold. Demeter, unaware of her daughter's fate, searched in vain. For 9 days and 9 nights she wandered the earth, torch in hand, calling out to Persephone. Gods and mortals alike felt her grief, and the earth began to wither. Crops failed, rivers dried, and famine crept across the land. The once vibrant world, deprived of Demeter's nurturing touch, began to die. It was Hecate, goddess of magic and the moon, who came to Demeter on the 10th night. "I heard her scream," Hecate whispered, "but I do not know where she has gone." Together they sought out Helios, the all-seeing sun god, who finally revealed the truth. Persephone was taken by Hades to be his queen, Helios said, his light dimmed with regret. Demeter's grief turned to fury. She left Olympus, cast off her divine duties, and cursed the earth. Trees bore no fruit, the soil lay barren, and mankind teetered on the brink of extinction. Zeus, king of the gods and brother to both Demeter and Hades, could no longer ignore the suffering of mortals. He sent Hermes, the swift-footed messenger, to the underworld to retrieve Persephone, the queen of the dead. Meanwhile, Persephone dwelt in Hades' realm, where time flowed differently. The underworld was not all torment. There were fields of asphodel for the ordinary dead and Elysium for the heroic. Yet no light shone there, and the air was heavy with silence. At first, Persephone wept, refusing to eat, speak, or acknowledge Hades. But slowly, the gloom began to shift. Hades, though grim, was not cruel. He offered her jewels and gardens of glowing obsidian flowers. He built her a throne beside his and gave her command over the souls of the dead. And in time, Persephone found herself less a prisoner and more a queen. But her heart remained divided. When Hermes arrived and demanded her return, Persephone hesitated. Her longing for her mother was strong, but so was a strange, growing bond with the underworld. Before she departed, Hades offered her a gift, a single pomegranate, its seeds like drops of blood. Hungry, lonely, and confused, Persephone ate 6 seeds. When she reached the surface, Demeter rushed to embrace her. The earth rejoiced, buds bloomed, and warmth returned. But joy quickly gave way to sorrow when Demeter learned of the pomegranate. "The one who eats food of the underworld," she said, "is bound to it." A divine compromise. A great debate arose on Olympus. Persephone had eaten of the underworld and could not stay on earth forever. Yet her absence caused such sorrow in Demeter that the world could not survive her grief. And so Zeus decreed a compromise. "For each seed she has eaten," he said, "she shall spend 1 month in the underworld. For the rest, she may dwell with her mother above." Thus Persephone became the goddess of both spring and death. For 6 months of the year, she walked among the living, bringing warmth and rebirth to the land. For the other 6, she returned to the shadows beside Hades, ruling the realm of the dead as its queen. The cycle begins. Each year, as Persephone descends to the underworld, Demeter mourns anew. The earth cools, leaves fall, and the world enters a time of sleep. But with Persephone's return comes joy. The earth blossoms once more, and the cycle of seasons turns eternally. Mortals came to understand this divine rhythm, not as tragedy, but as balance. Life and death, growth and decay, summer and winter, all were part of the same eternal dance. Persephone, once the innocent maiden of spring, had become something far more profound. She was now a symbol of transformation, of resilience, of the mystery that lies between life and death. And though Hades had taken her by force, in time their relationship evolved, more complex than love or power. Persephone did not forget the pain of her abduction, but neither did she deny the strength she had gained in the darkness. She was no longer just Demeter's daughter. She was queen of the underworld. Legacy. To this day, the story of Persephone is told as a parable of change, of descent and return, and of the power hidden in adversity. It reminds us that even in the darkest depths, there can be light, and even the coldest winter holds the promise of spring. And so the world spins on, guided by the journey of a goddess who walks between worlds, bringing life from death and death from life in an eternal sacred cycle.